Hello, my friends. Welcome to our first of two live broadcasts today. I want to welcome all of my friends that are watching this live on Facebook and LinkedIn. Did you miss me? We haven't been broadcasting on either Facebook or LinkedIn for about 10 days. We had some technical difficulties we had to deal with. But now we're back, and we're right smack in the middle of November. Now, I don't know where you are in your business. For those of you that are boot camp students, we've been talking about the differences between Sales Navigator and Recruiter Lite, their advanced features. I've had 16 different students playing with all three systems. We've been identifying the things that are good about each one, and we'll be revealing them shortly. Now, you got 140 million people that have the open to work frame around their photo on LinkedIn. Open to work. How easy do you think it can be to dive in to LinkedIn and pull out the people that you know in advance because you're looking at their work history, you're looking at their skills. Pick out the people that would not only be eager to talk to somebody about the business, but if you could pick the people that have the skills, have the networks to be successful, what's that going to do for your business? I've talked about this for years. Quality over quantity. Now, tomorrow we start our 3-day top earner retreat. So we're not going to have any Ask Max sessions tomorrow. We're not going to have any on Saturday. I'm going to spend 3 days with entrepreneurial-minded people that want to learn what the top earners know, what the top earners do to build their business. There is still time for you to register and participate. Now, last night, we talked about a powerful recruiting strategy that works in the next 45 days, because you've got 45 days till New Year's Eve. And there are things that you can do. There are things that you can say to people that are unique to this time of year. Your business will not slow down over the summer. It will not slow down over the holiday season unless you slow down. Doesn't slow down in November and December unless you do. So whether you're a new student watching this for the first time, an old friend, or an eager entrepreneur that wants to take your business to the next level before the end of the year, you have a number of unfair advantages over your competition with the information that I'm going to share with you. You'll beat your competition to the best prospects on LinkedIn and Facebook, break recruiting records, build your team faster, and you'll have your upline scratching their heads wondering how you're doing it. That's the part that I really love. Bruce Lee's quote, "I fear not the man who has practiced 10,000 kicks once, but I fear the man who has practiced one kick 10,000 times." Repetition is the secret to success. When you were born, you didn't know how to walk. You kept trying until you could walk. Repetition. Your one kick step to mastering every social network is my 4-step formula. It is so basic. It is so fundamental that it boggles my mind that everybody in network marketing doesn't know about this. It really does. Create a page. People are on Facebook. People are on LinkedIn. They have a misconception of how it works. People are missing the boat, and it's so simple. Your profile should not be promotions for anything. It should be a promotion about you. Now, for those of you that are already connected to people, man, you're one step ahead because you can do two very simple things that will have you talking to people that you've been connected to for years. Some of them you've never talked to. Then you can connect with new people, connect with people that you know, connect with people that you used to work with, connect with people that went to your school. But every connection is going to be based on your understanding of who these people are based on what you read on their profile. Not everybody is going to be a prospect for your business. The more selective you are, the more successful you're going to be. Then it's all about communicating, talking to people. People will tell you things in a private chat that they'd never tell you face to face, or for that matter, even on the phone. And in the course of going back and forth, communicating with these people, ask them questions, qualify them, find out who indeed is a reasonable prospect for your business or a great prospect for your business, and close the people that are. 4 steps: create, connect, communicate, and close. And yet there are millions of network marketers on Facebook and LinkedIn that don't understand this basic concept. And they are literally jamming all kinds of noise, all kinds of garbage through these social networks. LinkedIn is fed up. This is so simple, anybody can master it. And if we want to talk about the month of December, I'm going to throw a couple of examples at you. Timothy is working with an Agic, a company that makes water purifiers. He sent me this. I was doing good before I came across you, but I've taken things to the next level, closed many more deals that otherwise would be left unclosed. He's promoting an Agic. It's a water ionizing machine. It's $5,000. You make a nice commission when you do it. When you sell one, we're being awarded it on stage. I have one student in that company that sold 100 machines. 100 machines in 2 months. Marissa, building a Melaleuca business. She started the middle of December. She made 3 appointments. I think it was about the 15th. Then she sends me this. Enrolled 2 people into my business yesterday, thanks to your scripts. I got 2 appointments tomorrow. 5 days later, she's up to 6 people. And she closed out December. Day after Christmas, she sends me this. I enrolled 13 people in 10 days. Now, she's not doing anything that you can't be doing. Al Roberts enrolled 3 people his first week. One of them brought in 750 people. You want to bring people into your business that know people. And Steven, just getting started, made 3 sales today. A little later, he sent me this. And the person I brought in 4 of her friends and has 8 more to bring in. I could go on and on and on. You have to follow the scripts. If you don't follow the scripts, nothing's going to happen. I was working with Matthew at the beginning of the year. He was working for the department, the DEA, Drug Enforcement Agency. He got it down. He's reaching out to great people. And then what does he do? He jams his business down people's throats. In order to get him to stop, I had to remind him, you're in law enforcement. You have a standard method of operation. Before you arrest somebody, you got to read them their Miranda rights. What happens? If you don't read the Miranda rights, they can't arrest them. They let them go. So I went on the internet and I brought it up. You have the right to remain silent. You have the right. You can say anything you can say will be used against you in a court of law. Blah, 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 blah. If you watch any kind of law enforcement movies, you've heard this. When I brought it up to him, he broke out laughing. And a few days later, he sent me this. I signed up 5 people in the last 3 days. I'm going to skip this one because I want to get to something. LinkedIn has made many new changes that make it easier than ever before to connect with perfect prospects for your business. Over the last 2 months, on LinkedIn and Facebook, they've made significant changes. I've been quietly working on some new things that will generate more nonstop leads, that will turn immediately into customers, distributors, and sales. And you can believe ChatGPT is one of the things that I've been working on. And I've got 18 students, coaching students, that have been playing with this, tearing it up. The results have been astronomical. Astronomical. Now, ChatGPT is a large language model-based chatbot that was launched in November last year. And it's enabled its users to refine and steer a conversation towards a desired length and goal. You feed my scripts into it. I've been secretly working on incorporating ChatGPT into my 4-step format. Was planning on releasing it in January. Considering the success that a number of my students are having with it now, I can't sit on it because I know what it's going to do for your business before the end of the year. Response rates are doubling and tripling with my students that are using ChatGPT. And now we're going to be releasing a new private message scripts for social media. It's going to be released in my December boot camp. And it is hot. It's integrated with ChatGPT, new strategies and new scripts created by ChatGPT. We've revised a number of scripts with the changing social media environment. We've got new chat examples, and we have new case studies that'll knock your socks off. So whether you're an old friend, a loyal student, or a new student, you'll have an unfair advantage with this information. Now, what I want to do, November and December are going to be your months. I thought I had put this up in front. The number of marketers joining LinkedIn and then violating LinkedIn's rules and terms of service has overwhelmed their systems, much like the swarms of locusts would have on a field of wheat. I have 2 very good friends that work with LinkedIn. And they're making changes, dramatic changes to the way LinkedIn operates. That's what a field looks like. You have to locust get through it. LinkedIn has closed the accounts of people close the account of this person. They reach out, they make the connection request, and then they hit you with, do you keep your options open to making money? Would you be open to a side project if it didn't interfere with what you're currently doing? No biggie. If not, I'm just throwing it out there. You have hundreds of thousands of people every day that are sending this message out. Or, Kathy, as a professional, do you keep your option open to new health products that people are raving about? No, hello. Boom, just push it in your face. You got 990 million professionals on LinkedIn. You have the option, you have the ability. Yeah, Debbie, we do. You have the ability to pick out people in advance that you know need and want what you have. Let me come back over here. Now, the retreat starts tomorrow. All of the sessions are going to be recorded. So even if you can't attend, if you haven't registered yet, you really need to, because you can watch this information. There is going to be new information, new strategies, new information about the industry that you really want to have. If you don't have it, well, you don't have it. Your competition will start eating your lunch. Now, what's happening on LinkedIn is outrageous. If you're spending any time on LinkedIn at all, let's see what Lita has to say. All right. So now this is the approach. Every day, people are sending this stuff out. We're not connected. She's actually paying. Do you mind sharing your phone number to schedule a quick call? Now, why do they do that? Whoops. How'd that happen? What? This is what's taking place on LinkedIn every day. LinkedIn is canceling accounts. So let me just take a quick peek. So, Kathy, it looks like you have two profiles. We got a lot of connections here. You got another profile here. Okay. I'm glad to hear that. So, Kathy, welcome back. It's like the first of my programs that you went through. We go back to 2015, which was before Microsoft purchased LinkedIn, and they changed everything. And you came back 2020, 2021, and you got the recordings from the fall retreat. So let me see if you can talk. Let me unmute you.
Hi there, how are you?
I am good, Kathy. Welcome. I love it when former students come back and say, "How have you been?"
I've been excellent. I've reached the level of emerald on my way to diamond.
Super. How'd you do that?
I have used some of your scripts on a regular basis, so I definitely can give you some props for that. And being consistent, expanding my network, some on LinkedIn, some on Facebook, some face to face now that we're out of the pandemic for the most part. So I had some health challenges that I worked through, but I actually worked through some of those health challenges while I was dealing with that. So we just keep it going.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yep. So you're an emerald, and congratulations. And what is it going to take for you to get the diamond?
I am gonna have to expand into another leg. Actually, some of the things that people say in network marketing are true. Sometimes the team that gets you to another level will not be all of the team that gets you to the next level. So certainly recruiting right now is a big thing because I am gonna have to have a third leg at this point that is strong enough to get me there.
I see. And how many people would you need in that leg?
Well, in our compensation plan, it's more about the sales dollars more so than the people. So technically, at this point, probably about 80 people.
Okay. So what is the average monthly auto ship in your company?
We haven't actually established an auto ship, but the average monthly sale is about $119.
Okay. So $119.
Yeah.
All right. So do people buy the products every month?
Yes, we have about 3 or 4 to 1 ratio with customers than reps. So about 30,000 reps and about 3,500. Oh, excuse me, about 30,000 customers
Mhm.
and about 3,500 reps. Really 10 to 1.
Okay. So if you need to be generating an extra $80,000 in business from this new leg, you take $80,000 divide.
Mm, yeah, at least what I can only count toward diamond, I can only count 33.
What does that mean?
33, 30. I said I can only count 33 and a third from that leg. So it would really be about 80 people on spread over 2 legs at least.
Got it. So let me ask you a question. What's your product? What do you sell?
We're all about health and wellness. So our number one seller is the weight management flat belly lifestyle. That's probably number one seller, along with the pain cream with CBD in it.
What's the cream?
Pain cream. It's a pain relief cream with CBD in it.
Okay.
So between that and the flat belly lifestyle is our number ones.
Let me ask you a question.
Yeah.
Do you have a product that would make a good Christmas present?
Well, yeah, we've got actually a lifer pack right now that's offering Christmas presents inside of it. So it actually comes with several mini packs along with the best of our CBD products, the best of our flat belly products, and a revenue share, pool share. So with a bunch.
Okay. And what does that cost?
That would we've got a black card edition that costs $2,400 and a lifer pack that is $1,100.
Okay. And so how many, so you buy that pack, how many, if you were going to give away products, how many products in that pack can you give away? All of them?
Oh yeah, you can. You can sell, give, and sample out what you've got there, and it even comes with sampling tools. You know, samples of our pain cream, samples of our gummies.
Well, here's the this is the strategy that you can use. You have to modify it obviously to fit your company and your products and your situation. But this is a time of year where leaders go to their leaders. You're looking to increase volume. All the people on your team, all the leaders on your team, everybody gives Christmas presents. So you come up with a number of presents that you can give away. In Isagenix, they use that collagen as a giveaway. So you get your leaders to buy 20, 30, 40 individual items that they can give away as Christmas presents to 20, 40, or 30 of their friends. It's Christmas presents. You wrap it up, you give it to them, and you can scratch somebody off your list that you have to give a Christmas present to, but they will use the product, and if they like it, they're going to come back and want more. So you end up driving up the volume through your entire organization. I was working with a woman last year who was bound and determined to go to Diamond in her company. We started working together in February. Every month, March, April, May, we set up goals, we set up numbers. She was hitting it. Every month, she's getting even more excited. In August, she calls me up. She's frantic. She says, Max, I have a stepdaughter that has some issues and some real problems, and I've got to devote all my time to working with my stepdaughter, and I'm not going to have the time to do this. And so September was going to be her last month. So I suggested this strategy to her. She shared it with her leaders, and she generated enough volume in her business to reach a goal, and she never signed up another person. She couldn't believe it. Now, naturally, you have to have a product that people will appreciate, that people will consume, that people will use. but shadow all the way up to diamond. And there enough. So there are things like this that we're going to be talking about, during the retreat. We've got some other things that we're going to be talking about. So are you doing this full time, or are you doing something else?
I am doing this full time. I'm actually part of the corporate team and serve as the VP of Finance. We're a small company. But we've been able to generate $1 million in 1 month and $12 million so far in the last 4 years.
So back up a second. So you're actually part of the company?
I am part of the company.
Well, isn't that a little bit of a conflict?
No, not in any way, because of how the compensation plan is written.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
Yeah, because I don't this is where the compensation and the contract is written.
interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting. Well, listen, I'm glad you're back. I have some ideas that I can share with you. If you pop your phone number in the chat, let me look at my schedule. I can give you a call later. This will make your I will probably reach out to you at between 12:30 and 1 o'clock today if you're available.
That sounds like a plan. It's are you on Eastern?
Yeah.
Okay. So it's 10:15 for you as well.
Yeah, let me
So would it be closer to 12:30 or 1 o'clock?
Let's make it 12:30.
Okay, that sounds like a plan.
And what I'll do is you'll recognize my number. It ends in 0007.
Okay. Sounds like a plan.
So welcome back. And
my goal is diamond. It's the pack that I was mentioning to you, those 2 packs that I mentioned to you, those are time sensitive. It's this time of the year that we offer something special to the public and to our distributors, that is product based as well as compensation based. And so because we are expanding into the wellness center arena with energy systems, EE systems, that's a new thing that's kind of popping up around the country. But because we are wellness center based, because we are bioscan based, teaching people about eating right for their blood type, all of that allows us to really encompass a wellness center atmosphere. And through this Lifer Pack, we're offering revenue share in that, but it's time sensitive. So that's why I mentioned that those 80 packs at that level, with the amount of points that is driven into rank advancement, then I would be able to make that in a very short period of time. And so using your system, I'm hoping to compress time.
What is the time frame that you have? Because you said it's time sensitive. Does it run till the end of the year?
That's right.
Oh, okay. I have to let me pop over here. I hope I still have this. Now, okay. In fact, I just heard yesterday from Gennadi's wife. But Gennady was one of my coaching students, and he joined the company, and they had different packs. They had a $1,200 pack, and they had a $500 pack. And the company was recommending $500 packs because I'm very good friends with the master distributor, very good friends with the top woman in the company. And they were telling me the people that buy the $1,200 packs don't duplicate. The people that buy the $500 packs do. And I said, beg to disagree with you. But you're going to find that people will duplicate what they do. And if you're not selling that $1,200 pack, it's because you're talking to the wrong people. So when I worked with Gennady and his wife Agnes, we focused on the $1,200 pack. Now, depending on a person's circumstances, whether they're working or not, depending upon what they do for a living, depending upon their circle of influence, all of that is going to determine their ability to buy the more expensive pack. And so, what did that mean? It meant we had to shift and change the people that they're going after. Focus on them. And he was blown. He said, you know, in 2 weeks, he signed up 57 people. And 2 of his people sponsored 20 each. He couldn't believe it, because what LinkedIn is doing now is they're giving all of you, let me pop over here. LinkedIn's giving all of you a chance to search for people. Now, I understand that some of you are searching the wrong way. For example, nurses on LinkedIn. People. You have 5,450,000 nurses. Now, if we did nurse, now let's see how many people are looking for an opportunity on LinkedIn. You got 1,470,000. So if I came up here and I did nurse looking for an opportunity, I'm going to come up with 10,000. Now, the big question is, are these people active? Because if they're not active, you know, and you reach out to too many people that are not active, then LinkedIn will think you're a robot. So let's take a look at the first step. So we come down here. So according to this, she's been working for Kaiser since 2018. But you have to see if she's active. So she's not posting anything. She's not active. So reaching out to her would be one demerit with the LinkedIn algorithm. Come back over here. This one's got an open to work frame around her picture. Looking for a new opportunity. You come down here. So she's a registered nurse. She's been working since July 23rd. You go over here to see if she's active. So she did something a month ago, but now LinkedIn is also letting you know her activity. What has she reacted to? So she liked this 3 weeks ago. The next thing, obviously, is you don't want to send her a message. This is LinkedIn's new approach. So instead of sending her a message, you use the back door. You send a connection request to her. Now, look at one more. Look at her. The most important thing, are they active? So she started working here a year ago in October. She's active. no posts. So if you didn't see posts, you kind of push her aside because you got too many other people you can talk to. Let's go over to reactions. So she liked something 6 months ago. So at least that's under 12 months. You could feel good about making the connection. If you don't connect with people that are active, you're going to get in trouble with LinkedIn. One last thing. LinkedIn's new feature, celebrations. Kathy, this is going to, how many people are you connected to on LinkedIn? Do you know?
Not at the moment. No, I don't know how many.
Okay. So what you're going to be able to do is you're going to be able to go back to the people that you're connected to. I would venture to say 25 to 30% of the people that you're connected to, you've never talked to.
I'd say so.
You go over here to celebrations. Now there's something that you do with your profile that will get you, will have LinkedIn broadcasting to everybody you're connected to a job change, a work anniversary. Let's go to your birthday here. So here's somebody that I was connected to 1 year ago. Well, let's go 6 years ago. Here's 12 years ago. Andy O'Brien. Now, Andy O'Brien used to work for me. He used to write things for me. Let me go over here. I've never talked to him. Never talked to him on LinkedIn. And he's having a birthday today. Come down here. Here's somebody that I connected with 9 years ago. Never talked to him. You will not believe how many people you're connected to. Other thing that you could do is you go back over to your network.
And what you're saying is just send them a happy birthday wish?
No, the happy birthday wish is part of it.
Okay.
So you only want to wish somebody a happy birthday after looking at their profile. You feel like there's some potential to work together. Otherwise, what's the point? So you send them a happy birthday wish, and then you ask them a question. Because unless you ask them a question, there's no obligation for them to write back to you. So when you ask, that's what makes my birthday strategy so amazingly successful. You can restart conversations. You can start conversations by wishing out to people. But if you go over here to your actual connections, all right? Now, so I got 9,700 connections. If I come up here, and let's say I want to reconnect with a nurse, hit the enter button. So I'm connected to 219 connections. Some of these people I've talked to, some of them I haven't. The classic example is Sam. Sam has been a student for about 5 years. And this year, he started working with me one-on-one. And what we did was, let me bring up his profile. All right. And so with this profile, we started working together, I think it was in March. Now he's been signing up people with a $5,000 package and some upgrade to 15,000 after a few weeks. And we went over, what he needed and who he was looking for, investors, when And so we wrote scripts specifically for that. So let me pop over here. So he had 1,738 people that he was connected to. 37% of them He never talked. He never talked. I mean, 37% of them fell into this category. I'm sorry. He had 4,700 connections. And out of 4,700 connections, 1,700 were prospects. All right. So we worked out some strategies and he started reaching out to people. One of the most
How did he determine how many of those were those prospects? How did he?
well, you got to look at their profile. The profile will tell you.
I see what you're saying.
If they're a prospect. All right. Then we gave him, you see, you engage people in conversation. Conversation is the way you communicate on here, but posting develops relationships without talking to them. So we came up with a number of posts that he could use to engage them, to start conversation. And 2 weeks after that session, he said, I sponsored 12 people in 2 weeks. That's 12 people in 14 days. I've been on Zoom for almost 5 to 6 hours. Then he came back a week later. Hard to believe I'm writing this. I've added 21 people to my team in the last 3 weeks. That's one a day. Every one of them is spending $5,000. Your way of coaching gave me the reassurance to go from where I was for a few months stuck, not going forward, getting rejection after rejection, to signing up 90% of the people that he talks to. 9 out of 10 people he's talking to are signing up in the business. It's not a secret. You keep talking to people. As you're talking to people, you're qualified. You're asking questions. You're learning about who they are. You're learning about who they know. And only if they fit the parameters of who you're looking for, do you keep talking to them. Otherwise, you just kind of stop talking to them. You talk to the people that fit the bill, so that you're only making the presentation to people that you know need it, want it, and would be successful doing it. And that's how we did it. So I'll give you a call at 12:30. As for the rest of you folks, again, I've got one more Ask Max session today at 4. Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, we have our top earner retreat, so there will not be any Ask Max sessions. And then I have a new secret weapon that I'm going to be introducing first to the folks that are participating in the retreat. Then we'll be sharing it with people in the November boot camp. I'm sorry, the December boot camp, along with the new scripts. So until next time, best of luck in building your business at God bless.